We're live.
We're live. We're live. Coming off a
Wednesday.
hot conversation. Too hot for air. It's
Too hot
WTF
for it.
Wednesday. It's too hot for WTF Wednesday.
It's not a subject we need to get into. Maybe Mental Health Monday.
Maybe. That sounds like
Just because we can be real on that one, I feel like.
sounds like a Thursday night checkup. So, take your ass to the hospital.
No, I'm good. All right.
That's some go over to our onlyfans.com/Chase and Shep to see more.
See more.
To see more butts. Anyways, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. It's WTF Wednesday. Time to do whatever the fuck we want. And today, what we want to do is catch a killer.
Yeah, the right killer.
We want to nail the bastard. We want to get him. I got a cup of Joe here. I got some coffee going. I'm ready to get this son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right. I am too, man. I wanted to watch it again today, but I just, like I said, I was watching Justice League all day and I just couldn't stop.
Like I said, I started it the other day and made it about 25 minutes in or so. So I also haven't watched it all the way through again, but that's why I got it pulled up right here for reference.
So you got it pulled up as well,
so I can scour this thing and look for all the clues.
Yeah, because we can kind of fast forward through it. I've noticed, at least on my end, you can kind of fast forward through it.
Yeah. The joys of HBO Max. I guess we also haven't. We're still talking about The Little Things.
The Little Things
came out on HBO Max in theaters last Friday, and we're still obsessed. We're going down the same rabbit hole as the other detectives, trying to catch a killer. It's consumed my life.
It's consuming, and I'm going to the beginning part because the only part that really throws our
theory off.
Theory off is the one quick little scene you see of him opening a trunk. That is it.
Oh, but the side note, our boy Jared Leto scored an acting nomination at the Golden Globes for this movie today.
Nice. He should.
Yeah. He got nominated for supporting actor.
All right. So the boots that you see the guy wearing.
So you're ahead. You're at the boots and stuff.
I'm just looking. I'm at about 239. Okay. Into the movie.
Okay.
All I'm saying is with the killer, basic black boots. You know what I mean?
All right. So I'm almost there. I would like to point out the car as well.
Yeah, I don't know
what kind of car. I'd like the car acknowledged.
I'm not good. I'm not good enough to know what that car is.
Yeah, I'm not a car person like that. So,
but
all I know is it's not the same car that Leto is driving later in this movie.
I'm gonna take some notes. Take some notes while we go on this. We're diving into this one here.
I'm watching intently. I'm getting close here. So it looks like he drives like a blue sedan. This is what it's looking like.
Is it blue?
It's blue. It's blue. And then see right there. The hands, bro. I had to jump back, but I think the hands is where this all falls apart.
It's too quick though. It's too quick.
I know. I'm about to pause. Boom.
I got it.
Those are white hands though. Those are the clear as snow.
I know, but that wouldn't be the first time a movie's thrown a red herring like that.
Yeah, but that's different. I mean, that's they got to know better than that, right? Like, it can't possibly be that shitty of a movie where they're just like, man, we'll let a white guy do this. But
yeah, but if the guy had hands of a minority or any other kind of ethnicity, you would not believe it was Jared Leto the whole movie, like they're trying to make you believe.
I guess, but it also works against our Denzel theory. So.
I'm saying I think that is the only part.
So the boots. I do want to get a good look at these boots because
I said
I
they
know that but see, you can see the dude's face too, and he looks white.
yeah, but he doesn't have long hair.
He could have it up in the cap.
Nah, dude, I'm a man with
Yeah,
long
with
hair.
luscious locks.
You cannot hide it up in a ball cap like that. You can't. You can't do it. Not with how long his hair is.
But when he's walking through this field, it looks like Denzel. Other than like the moments where it's clear that it's a white dude.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like Leto either, which is upsetting.
Could it be the rookie cop?
So the mystery that we're solving here today is potentially either who the real killer is, or if this movie is just a piece of shit or not. Stay tuned.
You get one real quick look at his face.
I know what you mean, like the other cop. It does look like, it could be any of the above. Because as soon as it shows Denzel in this first shot, as soon as he shows up, I peep those hands. I'm like, they're not that light skinned. He's still Denzel.
At about 3 minutes and 40 seconds, you get a clear shot of the dude's face, real quick.
You said 3 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's real quick. Like just he's like looking.
Oh, you
back.
know what though? I don't know. Because he he looks dark skinned until he doesn't. Like it's just such a brief thing. Huh.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I know that's not Jared Leto there.
So it says that a fourth victim was found. That's what it says on the newspaper. And she was found stabbed to death.
Right.
So I can't remember at what point in this movie, like, we get the next little batch of clues. They could be everywhere. It could be all throughout this movie. But
I'm going. Well, see, right now where I'm at is I'm about 8 minutes in where he's peeking at that evidence. That's what I want to look at. You can't really. It says blood-stained yellow on the bag. I can't really tell.
oh, when he's peeping at the evidence that he shouldn't be looking at, right?
Yeah.
He goes in, take a little look, see.
And that says the date on it says 10/15/98.
What's it gonna be, Denzel?
Excuse you. The evidence is here, but it's not legal without a signature.
Oh, you're already. Excuse you.
Yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm just kind of like
you're just a few moments ahead of me.
I'm just bouncing and looking and kind of.
He's about to get the excuse you. Excuse you. There it is. He just got it.
Well, I just was more so looking at that scene to kind of see if you can see any markings or anything clear on that evidence itself.
And stuff. No, it doesn't really look like it. You can again, it's one of those very brief things. I don't know though, because I'm saying like the way the guy carried himself and stuff at the beginning. He has Denzel's posture, I feel like.
I feel like he does too.
Just a little side note. I don't know how I felt about their little bond that they grew over the course of this movie. It felt weird to me. Him and the rookie cop.
Yeah.
I just feel like they just like didn't like each other until they were just buddies all of a sudden.
All right. So I'm fast forwarding it to
See, and
Now I'm at the first kill now that they're actually like investigating.
right, walks into the diner. They're investigating the old murder scene.
So like he's the one that points out that they all came in the same way the killer does. And he also points out that he's probably watched her from across the way. I'm just saying, man, it's still looking like Denzel to me at
It's
this
like
point.
it's like I said before. He's either a really great detective or he's a really great killer, or both.
I think it said 90. I don't think that said 98. I think it said 90.
Yeah, it's probably 90. The Bush beer was a big thing too.
Yeah, I know, man. They kept focusing on that in Leto's apartments.
Because that was one of the things that was left at this crime scene. Because
Right.
there's the stuff in the fridge. Those black lights, though. This place would light up like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah, but the bag on the head, man, is where.
Yeah, I just think what's more upsetting is that they just they may have just let the real killer go. The real killer may have just gotten away in all of this, which is just too bad. So why is she there? Why was she moved? And then he gets some from the coroner.
All right. So interesting note. I've just been kind of pacing ahead. The girl that goes missing with the beret, that's the rookie cop's big thing in it. The car that follows her is actually not a blue sedan.
So when is that? When does that take place?
I'm at 2151.
Word. Okay, so you're past all this first crime scene.
Yeah, where she is wearing the beret. That's one thing I did want to go back and check in that scenes. Was this girl even wearing that? And when she turns around when they're running, you can clearly see that she is wearing the red beret. But the car that follows her is brown with a light brown like top that could fade.
Huh. Oh yeah, there's that beret.
That's like a Monte Carlo type car there. Old school.
All right, she just ran off on her lonesome. Phil and I said something during that scene. Like we turned to each other, and I was like, I don't think she's gonna be safe, Phil. And he's like, imagine being that guy that lets her run home alone.
Right.
You find out the next day that she's gone missing.
Well, next time you go for a run.
It is. It's a different car.
Yeah, completely different car.
Worth noting.
Wrote it down.
Are we chasing several killers here? I don't know. I need to get my poster board and yarn out.
Maybe the whole point of this movie. Now that we're like investigating this, I'm realizing that maybe the whole point might be that there are multiple guys out there killing people, and it's showing how Denzel as a detective was so focused on that one case that he kind of ropes this rookie cop up into that lifestyle and that mentality.
Yeah. From what I understand, from what I've read and stuff, that's definitely like what the movie was going for, is like how these types of investigations can affect people, especially when they just like put everything they got into trying to find like this one dude and trying to solve that case. Like it can destroy you. It can ruin you, you know? And he does. He kind of ropes dude into it. But I saw a lot of people commenting on that Brett scene at the end, where he burns the package of new barrettes that he bought when he sent it to the dude. And somebody was like, I wish they hadn't shown him burn the stuff, because I feel like it would have been more like up in the air. I'm like, I don't think it would have been more up in the air. I think it would have had more closure, even if we didn't know that Denzel did it. It's like, so what are you at now? What do you?
I'm about to listen to like what he tells that guy that makes
Yeah.
him go kill himself.
What can you tell me about
Mary
Mary Roberts?
Roberts.
Mary Roberts.
Well, and Mary Roberts, if I'm not mistaken, is the one who the cop shot.
I'm gonna write that name down.
And he just starts crying. What? Oh, he doesn't like that. I must keep it cold in there too. This dude's nipping through this whole interview. So as soon as he says the Mary Roberts thing, he pretty much knows who's on the other side of the glass. It seems like like he knows it's Denzel.
And that's what I'm saying. That's
Now,
why it's
in this scene. Does Denzel go in there?
no.
That's something.
The guy never sees Denzel, but that is enough to make him go kill himself.
Oh, he never does go into the interrogation room.
Or though, like, you never know, man. Like we were trying to say, maybe he knows that he's trying to pin something on him that he did.
Right. We did discuss that.
And that's what, but it could just be those 3 original killings. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Dick move, Rami Malek. See, then like the whole vehicle thing as well. Denzel's vehicle. See, then there's this scene. What's this about? With him staring at the girls on the interstate.
She does kind of resemble the girl that he shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he goes back.
But it's something, I don't know. Again, something that piques my interest here. Because then he goes and hits up old girl.
Yeah.
For the autopsy. Oh, girl, let
yeah.
me get that autopsy report. Denzel's got to get his flirt on. See, that's another thing. The bite marks.
Because then I'm all the way up to where they find that girl by the, that was in the lake. And it's like they don't even really bring that girl up too much. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the girl with the Brett. That's who that is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the girl they find in the lake.
I thought they never find her
No, they do.
because he pulls the picture of her out
Oh, well,
and puts it
yeah,
next
'cause
to it. And
that's who they're digging for at the end, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then who the fuck is the girl in the lake?
They never really touch on that too much.
Huh.
So now that's kind of giving way to the theory that there might be these guys might be on different cases here, but trying to link it all to the same person when they're not even at all the same people.
Right, true. It's a decent movie.
It's all right.
It's decent. It's decent. Where do they find the? Oh, I think this is it.
Ooh, son.
What do you got?
Worth noting. Denzel. I got Denzel. I fast forward to that scene where he goes and talks to his wife, and because I was like, that's one of the scenes where he's not in cop uniform in his regular clothes, and when he kicks, I remember that's where he kicks dirt when he's leaving, and he is wearing
Oh.
black boots. He's wearing the same kind of black type of boots,
Oh,
shoe boots
shit.
there, as the guy in the beginning.
Mary Roberts. He's Callahan, Champaign.
So
He said, "I'm gonna stay." He has the weird little trip out in the hotel room. Yeah, you're flying through this. You're just.
I'm trying to figure this out, bro. It's worth noting too that he knows all those people's schedules where he did shoot that girl, and that played out to his benefit as well as not catching the killer.
You mean like in the little flashbacks, the girl that he shot and stuff?
Yeah, had that lady been home and not out on that date that night, she would have saw him shoot somebody too.
True.
Mind if I take a look? Come in the market.
Oh, that's why I thought the lake girl was the red beret girl, because they go see the parents like right before, and they say the thing about the red beret, and then they find the girl in the lake.
I do.
Yeah, then who's this waterlogged bitch? I don't know. I'm confused. So she just be she's another killer that. Oh yeah, he even says it's not her.
Yeah, it's like a Jane Doe.
Huh. Hey, I'm just saying Denzel and wasn't with the rest of the police when that murder happened either.
He was not.
Oh, but the murder happened like a few days back though.
Well, I was just at the part where he first meets Leto. Jared Leto gives him a look like he knows him.
Yeah, like at the store, like at where he
No, well,
works. and stuff.
well, I guess no, it's after that, so maybe that's
Well,
why.
he does. He gives him that look in that scene too. Like he turns around and he looks back at him
Yeah,
like he knows who it is. It's the little things, Jimmy.
it's the little things.
Excuse me.
Oh,
You got him? Do we got him?
brother. Skip ahead to 5840 right now
5840, eh?
and tell me what Denzel's driving.
Shit. That's what I like to hear. Because you know what? I distinctly remember watching this movie and being like, we got him! We got
Blue
him!
sedan. Blue sedan. Blue sedan.
We
I knew
got
it
him.
had to be in here somewhere.
I was like, I distinctly remember watching Denzel change his vehicle at some point, and he was driving something else. Bro.
Now it looks like he rents that, but he might have rented it though, because he's pulling out of it. He's pulling out of an Ajax place.
Still though, he could have rented the other ones.
No, yeah. Very, yeah, it's in the details, you know.
It's the little things that get you caught, Jimmy.
And that's where he's watching him, seeing that he likes roast beef.
Hmm.
And then Leto goes into his little nightclub place.
See, and the scene where he goes and sees the wife, that's when I first, he had the sunglasses on and the hat, and I was just like, he resembles the guy at the beginning quite a bit.
Yeah. He's in that blue car for a while too.
Mm-hmm. See, now I don't know what the significance of this like nightclub is. Okay, a little flashback action. Yeah, Leto deserved that nomination. He's a psycho in this movie.
Right. And it's interesting to note that I'm at the scene where they're on the interstate and he's still in the blue sedan. Denzel's character, right? And that's when Leto stops and looks at him and asks, "How's the trunk
How's the
space?"
trunk space? Yeah.
And it's interesting because he gets up in the trunk in the first one, the first kill.
Mm-hmm.
And then Denzel gives him a look and he points at him and drives off. Points at him and pats his heart and then drives off. So if that's not him, who they've already established, I think at this point, is he's just as big as the crime buff as these two guys seem to be.
Yeah. He stays up on his shit, you can tell.
Well, maybe he's alluding to something else. Like, I know it was you, motherfucker.
Yeah, honestly. Something of a crime buff, I'm sure he knows. Jared Leto, we're just like Jared Leto, man. I'm sure back in the day when those first murders happened, he solved it. He's like, Denzel's the killer, but ain't nobody want to say that. I do love this scene though. The little interstate scene.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I did enjoy it. How's the trunk space?
And I feel like the way that they portray Jared Leto's character, I feel like if he was trying to kill that girl right there, that at the beginning of the movie that they bring in,
Mm-hmm.
when he walks out of that elevator, he probably would have smirked, said something to her, anything. He kind of just gives her a blank stare and just keeps walking.
I would also note that his posture and the way he walks is nothing like the guy at the beginning.
Well, he just like literally just like keeps walking. He just looks at her like she's absolutely nobody. Where, you know, I feel like if he was the one, he would have, you know, said or done something there.
Huh. Yeah, the how's the trunk space scene, the way that interaction goes down.
Yeah. It's different. I'm not sure, man.
Things that make you go, I feel like the evidence is definitely still stacking against him.
So where's Big Dick Tracy? You joining us for dinner? Oh, yeah. Hello, Albert.
Where you at now? What are you?
I'm more there interrogating them.
On television and pictures all the time. Thank you so much. I'm kind of incredible. You know, appearance, and you should talk to me clearly.
Oh, another little Jared Leto side note. Did you see the little sneaky peek they dropped of his Joker in
Yeah,
Justice
I did.
League?
I did.
Very sneaky peek.
I'm hyped. Although it looks like he's kind of bald, so interesting.
Yeah, see, to me, like especially in this scene, he's just like a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like he's just a weirdo that just is a crime buff. Like he's just one of those weird dudes, man. Uh, that's why he knows so much. Like,
That work thing over, Mr. Clean.
Well, I just feel like, and like I said though, I feel like in this scene, how much he's fucking with those cops, knowing that he's just fucking with them.
mhm.
If he'd known that that girl tying her shoe is the reason why he's there, he would have tried to say. He would
Oh,
have said
see,
something
I
to her.
passed that part too, so I need to jump back to that.
Yeah, it's just right before this scene too.
I know I'm not officially. Better be safe than sorry, homie.
I gotta jump back to that. Okay, she's about to peep them shoes, I think.
Yeah, and he just kind of like walks right past her, no even emotion, look, or nothing. Like, just kind of like you'd
Oh,
glance
okay.
at somebody,
See, but it doesn't.
just like you'd glance at somebody that was tying their shoe. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah. And it doesn't actually show his shoes or anything in that scene either. I thought it showed his boots. It doesn't.
Can I keep this? No, I'm afraid not.
See, and that's another thing when he's like, "I know who you are. You're in the television and the papers all the time." So as a crime junkie, you know, he's probably following on this guy. He's got the fucking radio at his house.
Yeah.
Uh,
Somebody put some on.
this true crime shit really gets this guy off, as we see in this scene. Why is that? Why is that?
Kill the thing, isn't she? Who says she's dead? I know the drill, Jared. Truth is, I'm not the guy.
Oh, but you
Besides,
fucking
if you
weirdo.
had anything at all, I'd be under arrest. Keep on. I'm giving the people all that evidence to say you know. You get the feeling you've been doing it.
Hmm. Yeah, I just feel like he's got the attitude of somebody who knows he didn't do it.
Oh yeah, I think he definitely displays that a lot.
Oh, hey, stranger. Tired of steaming up that glass? Is it the perk?
Hear him yelling over there.
Huh. And what Jared Leto says there at the end about you lost control. That might be something. Might be something to note.
The consciousness is all.
Yeah. With her having seen him in handcuffs and stuff, and the way Leto looked at her on the way in, it ain't the guy. It ain't the same guy. Leto was innocent. Just a fucking weirdo.
Yes. Why is that?
Why is that? Why is it?
Oh, it's fine. No, the exit on the highway. Oh, yeah.
Are you still watching the interrogation thing? Yeah, I just heard the Chinese arithmetic line. I'm ahead of you now. He just came to Denzel's hotel room.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Come back on every horn fight.
Yeah. He's the one that recommends trying to get into Leto's place for 5 minutes. I want to nail the bastard too. He said, for who? For all the people who watched this movie and were disappointed.
I don't know, man.
One thing I feel like I can say for sure is that Jared Leto was not the killer.
Yeah.
I think that is a for sure deal. Fucking weirdo. Not a killer.
Not a killer.
Not a killer. Denzel though, he seems to know how to run a room. You know what I mean? I feel like he moves everybody like pawns in a chess game in a way. like I said, it's the signs of either a great detective solving a case or a great killer covering his tracks. So what do you think about Leto calling the cops on him? Like he
That's
knew
funny.
that.
Yeah, that's funny. That's again why I think he's not the killer. If you were the killer and had some, shit that could make you guilty at your house, you're not going to call the cops to your house.
Right.
And to me, it's just like a fuck you. Denzel has different colored boots on in that scene too. They're light colored.
So he's got the little box of like papers and stuff in his floorboards.
Yeah, but that's just
But
newspaper clippings.
there's like a watch in there and like a couple other things, but like it's still like the kind of character he is. I could see him like just happening to get his hands on evidence or things from a crime scene and just being that kind of weirdo to collect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he's still gonna hide that shit, you know, because he's clearly smarter than to, you know, it's not out in the open, but I feel like he found it pretty easily. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Leto's character wouldn't have let him find that easily. Like you said, if there's anything that was gonna. Plus, he calls in Officer Down too, which is just like, oh, conspicuous.
Yeah, he knows he's going to send all the cops in the area there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the big in climax scene. After that, of them following him around. Pretty much, they follow him around all day. And he's like, if you want to go find her, you can come with just me. It's interesting to note that the rookie cop's cop car does look an awful like the first guy's car, the first car that we see.
Mm-hmm. I did notice that. However, I don't know if that's his car. That might be Denzel's. That Denzel was driving, but I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
He says, "Come and get in my car." Little detective.
I think it's his car though.
All this Rami Malek, it's making me want to play Until Dawn again. That motherfucker was crazy in that one.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hint. Okay. Older.
Yeah, when those nominations dropped today, I was pretty bummed to see that the score for this did not get nominated.
Okay.
It's a little bummed. I was like, well.
Hot. Hotter. Hottest. Bingo. I'll look down at the ground and say, hello, Robin.
Are you like clear at the scene where he whacks him?
I'm getting to it. Yeah. I'm like where he's like fucking with him.
Okay. They just pulled up at the feet.
You can believe this. You do. The devil's in the details, Shep. Witnesses, physical evidence. You have to get rid of my body, get rid of my mom. Philosophy, which sides?
It's not like I have a fucking treasure map.
Even he says to that guy, the devil's in the details.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm saying this car that Denzel's driving looks an awful lot like the one from earlier.
Oh, shoot. I think I made a boo-boo. Yeah, come to think of it, this doesn't look that familiar. This one over here.
I would be pissed. I'd be so mad. Keep digging all these. You got to go dig those holes.
Yeah, that's it. What did you say? Oh, and this one is.
Yeah, and even in this end scene, they both are wearing the black boots. The rookie cop and Leto.
It's not like I have fucking trim in that.
See, the reason I don't think that it's Malik's character is because he seems like the Boy Scout in all this. Like he really does seem like he's just trying to get the guy who did it.
Right.
But like Leto just said before he got whacked just now, he's talking about, you should have stayed out of the press, like you and your big ego. It's like he does have a big ego. Like,
Maybe you can stop it.
Yeah.
No?
get up, man. Yeah, always gotta kick him. I always get frustrated and start kicking. Get up! Like that's
Yeah. Like more mad at yourself that you just killed somebody.
right. He has this whole ass breakdown too. He is not okay. Honestly, even if Denzel is the killer, like good on him for taking that off of his mind by sending him the fake hair clip. Because otherwise, I think he would have been real fucked up forever over it. So at least he feels like we know he'd most definitely murdered an innocent man, no matter how much of a crazy weirdo he was.
Yeah.
He definitely murdered an innocent man. It happens.
Oh,
You-
I forgot to tell you. I've seen a picture of your family.
See,
We should have stayed out with all the guys here. You and your ego. What kind of a father are you?
when Denzel,
How can you protect those two beautiful
I
daughters?
just don't know.
Yeah, the hell.
It seems like when Denzel shoots that girl, he it definitely seems like he's finishing something.
You don't matter.
Bro, he fucked him up.
There's nothing you
He got a great swing in. With that
One is all it took, I guess.
shot. Bro, he whopped him.
Good night.
No shit. And he's so quick to leap into action too.
Yeah.
When all this goes on, he's just like, pick a hole, I'll be back in a few hours. Like, and just hops to this shit as if this is nothing. Like he's done this before. Like it's all a part of his master plan.
Yeah. That's how it seems, man.
Oh, peep those gloves he's wearing at the end too when he's like putting all the shit in bags.
I'm not sure, man. I know it's not Leto.
Yeah, at least that much is for sure. And I'm convinced it's not Malik either, but I'm still not convinced that it's not Denzel.
Yeah.
What are these shoes he's rocking in this scene though? The gloves look a lot like the gloves at the beginning though.
They do.
I didn't know if there was any significance to the dog thing either, or if that was just thrown in to have a dog.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
Because he sees him at the beginning and he's like, "Oh, where have you been? You know, the past, blah blah blah." And then he's there when he comes back home, right at the end of the movie or whatever. See, my thing is like, bro, why is the body still laying out? He said, put that shit in a hole. And what did you do? You dug 50 holes. You didn't
Right.
you didn't need to do all that. But granted, you know, he still believes that she's out there. That's definitely some mind fuckery. That's some bullshit. But that's what he gets for losing his cool, man. He shouldn't have lost his cool because that weirdo won. He didn't have to kill nobody. He still won. Sick fuck. See, that's like some Batman level shit right there.
I don't know, man. I think it's Denzel still.
Yeah, I just feel like he really lays this all out. Like, I feel like this just feels so like this isn't like off the top of his head. Like, and somebody can make the argument that he's so good at doing this like cover up because they had to cover it up the first time, like back in the day when he shot the girl.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't think so. I think he knew what to do because he did it. I think it's because he did it. I think it kind of shows you at the end. I think when they're in the autopsy room and the girl kind of comes to life and starts looking at him, it's like, why are those other two girls there with him too? Then all the time when he's seeing these ghosts.
right. Yeah, that's a good point. If he only killed the one, why do they all haunt him?
Yeah. I think it's
one
either.
could say it's because he never caught the killer.
Well, and then that's what I say. I think it's safe to assume that he just lumps the new cases in with his old case to try to put closure to his case.
Homie snaps though. It was our boy. It was our boy. Fucking just he loses it.
Well, I think he ends up, fucking up the rookie cop Jimmy in the process.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he was a huge victim in all of this. Like I said, even if Leto wasn't the killer, like he still won his own sick, twisted little game where like he made him lose his cool, just like he did Denzel, and you know, he kills this dude, but you know he died knowing that this guy is never gonna know. Like that chick probably isn't even out there. You know?
Right. Oh, she definitely isn't out there.
Oh yeah. But
I mean,
Leto's
it leaves
innocent.
it open for a sequel.
I feel like it's one that a sequel they could benefit. Even
No,
if
yeah.
it's not a sequel, just for the director to come out and say, "This is who the killer is." Like, even if that answer is the killer was none of the above and is still out there, and this was like the direction we were going with it.
Okay, you could make a sequel based on them finding the girl with the red beret.
I
And
suppose
then being like, what the fuck?
sequel where
Denzel.
Malik finds out that Denzel's the fucking killer all along. We get to see a little bit more of Rami Malek fucking spiral. All right,
Spiral. That's another movie that I can't wait to see. That
bro.
I'm surprised they haven't thrown out.
I'm excited for that one. I've been excited for that one. I love the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot that was even a thing.
Yeah, they played the trailer in front of this at the theater. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I love that movie's essentially just like Chris Rock was obviously sitting around having a Saw marathon and was just like, bro, I love these movies. I'm going to make one. Like straight up. He's just like, I got a great idea for a Saw movie because he wrote it. And I was just telling somebody about this the other day. Maybe it's easy. And we were talking about how it looks like the biggest budget Saw movie that's ever existed. Just because it's got Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson and all this shit.
You can't hate on that.
I will always stand by Saw is a super overrated horror franchise, but a super underrated crime franchise.
Yeah.
There's some stellar crime movies.
Word. Well, I guess that wraps it up for the little things. I think we're going to keep saying it's Denzel until we're proven wrong.
I'm still feeling like it's Denzel, especially I'm watching him burn the shit right now. See, now what's up with that? The box that he's burning at the end, the metal box that was under the floorboards, it's empty. None of the shit's in there. It's the little things, Jimmy. It's the little things that tear you apart. It's the little things that get you caught.
Little mementos he thought he wanted to keep.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, I might hold on to these. Yeah.
Oh, well, that wraps it up here. Chase and Shep show. You heard it here first. Well, maybe not by now, but we've been saying it all fucking week.
We've been saying, and we're gonna keep saying it. That's how we feel.
Denzel
was the killer in the little things, so that's what the little things is gonna get its 0.5 for potential on.
And some good potential there.
That's some good potential. It kept us busy. I mean, it came out like over a week ago at this point, and we had our fun with it. So can't hate on that. Can't hate on that. Well, all right. That's
all right.
Chase and Shep show.
All right. We'll see you guys on Friday for a WandaVision shit.
Yeah. Who knows what else? Maybe something else.
I think that Batman thing comes out. Yeah.
Oh, it should be out already. If not, there was another movie that we'll talk about when we stop going live.
Word.
So that we don't get it in anybody's heads that we're going to do it. So
word.
Peace out. We'll see y'all on Friday.
See you Friday. Smooches.